So this is going to be my March reading wrap-up. I'd originally planned to do this sitting in front of my bookshelves, but for one, the last video I did, that's kind of dark, and I don't like that, and for two, I'm kind of just having a chill-out, relaxy afternoon after church until I have to go to work. So I didn't really feel like moving my lazy butt off the bed, honestly. Anyway, yeah, this is what I've read in March, not counting all the stuff I read to my daughter. So first thing I read was The Mysterious Affair at Styles by Agatha Christie, which is the first book in the Hercule Poirot series. Sorry, I'm getting text messages over here, and it's distracting me. It was a really good book. I didn't like it quite as much as I loved And Then There Were None, but it was still really, really good. I don't think I've read any of the Hercule Poirot books before, so I enjoyed meeting that character. I couldn't quite figure out who did it, which for me that's always major points because I can usually figure it out because I've been reading mysteries like my whole life. Those are some of the first books I read, was like Boxcar Children and stuff like that. So if I can't guess who did it, then, or how they did it, then I'm pretty impressed. Like I said, I really enjoyed this. I'm working on the next Hercule Poirot, Agatha Christie. Now it's in my pile. Okay, let's see here. Bunch of stuff I read with Riv. And then I read God Believes in Love, Straight Talk About Gay Marriage by Jean Robinson. This was really interesting, and I don't, oh yeah, my wrap-ups have been doing spoilery, if you guys didn't know, so I don't think I really spoiled anything in the last one. This one was really interesting. I was just curious to see what it said and everything, and it actually, I have my own thoughts and opinions and such things, but it actually taught me some new things. I learned some stuff. I got to look at things from a new perspective. I really enjoyed it, really enjoyed the writing. After I got done reading it, I actually ordered this author's other book from the library and began reading it. I'm almost through with that one, so you'll probably see that on April's. But if the title of this sounds remotely interesting to you, I would definitely pick it up. It's well worth reading. Let's see, a bunch of stuff I read with River. Alex had spring break in March, and we went down to Arkansas to visit family. So right before we did that, River and I read a ridiculous amount of books in 2 days. We read 30 books in 2 days, so that I could return to the library before the trip. So there's so many all in one clump. Okay, I didn't really read that much in March. That's 4 books. I'm kind of sad with myself. And then I read The Notebook by Nicholas Sparks. I've read this before. I'm sure I've read it more than once, but as you know, we only have gotten multiple redates on Goodreads this year or last year. So, the other date that I have that I read it was in 2009. So, but everybody knows this story, and I've seen the movie multiple times and all that. I really enjoy this story. I got this on Hoopla, and listened to it as an audiobook on the way down for the trip, which I don't do audiobooks much, but I enjoyed this one. It was a well done audiobook. I'm not doing this wrap up how I normally do them. I don't know. Tell me if you guys like this or the way I normally do them better. I haven't been telling you what the books are about much. It's Nicholas Sparks. It's a gooey, mushy love story. It's the most well-known Nicholas Sparks, probably. It's really good. Pretty much everybody's heard about it. Actually, I first checked out the audiobook when I wasn't feeling well. My eyes were hurting, so I listened to a lot of it, and I finished it off on the way down to the trip. Which was actually nice because normally I love my husband to death, but I can't read books in the car with him. Normally my go-to anytime I was on a long car trip would be reading a book or 2 or 5. And I can't do that in the car with him because he likes to listen to music or YouTube or podcasts or just whatever, and I can't read with all that in the background. But I discovered on this trip I can pop in headphones and an audiobook and actually get some reading done on a trip, so I'm really excited about that. So yeah, I read that, and then this one I just read the other day. This is a graphic novel. It's Y: The Last Man. This is like book 1 by Brian K. Vaughan. Basically, there was a plague and any mammal with a Y chromosome died. With the exception of this, he's not really a kid, he's like my age, this guy, and his pet monkey. So, in this book, we have them, they find his mom, and they're trying to, like, figure out what happens so they can, like, fix it so that when people start having kids, they don't, if they're boys, they don't die, you know, so the species doesn't die out and all that. But also, his girlfriend, sort of fiance, was stuck in Australia, and he also wants to find her. So we go through all these adventures and everything and stuff going on with his sister, and it was really good. I read it, I got it from the library, and I pretty much read it in one sitting. Stayed up not too late, but I stayed up a little bit late reading it. So I really enjoyed that. I would definitely recommend it if it sounds remotely interesting. I've actually got the second one in at the library right now. I just have to pick it up. Surprisingly, I didn't go to the library yesterday, and of course today's Sunday, so they're closed. And that's all I read this month. That's really sad. That's like 4 books. I read 4 books in March. That's sad. But I just haven't really been in a bunch of a book mode. I'm watching a lot of YouTube videos. But, spoiler for April, I finished this last night and it's amazing. So you'll be hearing about that. I'm pretty positive I'm going to be doing a book talk on this. And I haven't been quite slumpy, just not really in a bookish mood, you know, but this has totally got me back in a bookish mood, and I mean, it's 4 o'clock on April 1st, and I've already finished 2 books, so, yeah, that's pretty much it. If you've read any of these books or have questions about any, just throw that down in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.